And again, all this is shown very clearly on video. Both troopers approached the vehicle and they asked this defendant to get out of his vehicle because for the purpose of evaluating his ability to drive. They essentially were doing field sobriety tests. Based on what I saw, I thought he was failing the testing. And at that point, the officers made a judgment that this individual should be taken into custody on a suspicion of driving while under the influence of drugs and/or alcohol. The police conduct was proper throughout. Watching them, this is not only on video, but we have audio recordings of what they were saying to the defendant. They told him to basically turn around and put his hands behind his back so they could handcuff him to take him into custody. And at that moment, he began to resist arrest. Twice he was tased. And what I observed during this struggle was the defendant, Clary, was attempting to remove the handgun from the holster of Trooper Seiple. At some point, the video is absolutely clear. This guy is able to pop up out from the control of the troopers who were trying to basically get him in a position where they could handcuff him. He would not listen to any police commands whatsoever, and this individual got up, and in a very quick moment, from the right side of the vehicle, he runs around the front, and now you have to imagine these troopers are on the right side of the vehicle. He runs from the right side in front of his vehicle to the left driver's side, and without hesitation reaches in and comes out shooting. He comes out with a handgun, and these police officers are basically on the right side of the Clary vehicle, and they are basically sitting ducks, both officers, because they did not, I don't think they expected to be being shot at. Both troopers immediately tried to take defensive measures to shield themselves from the gunfire, and of course then immediately started to return fire. We clearly see that the initiation of the use of the firearm was by this defendant. He reached for the gun, and he came out of that, his arm firing at the police officers, and the police officers then, of course, had every right to use deadly force to defend themselves. The ruling by my office, the official ruling, was that the use of deadly force by both police officers was justifiable. I want to make it clear here that I am not going to have police officers in fear that they're going to be prosecuted when in situations someone looks like they're reaching for a gun. I'm not going to, I'm going to say that police officers have a right to use deadly force, and we're not going to have dead police officers or seriously injured police officers because they have to wait to the moment that they're shot. I hope the community understands that people who get stopped by the police, they have to listen to police commands. They cannot be resisting arrest because our officers on the street do not know when the person's reaching, whether it's a gun or a wallet or a cell phone. When they're told to show hands and things of that nature, people have to comply with the police commands. Otherwise, we're going to have more tragedies down the road. And I've been a supporter of our police, the right to protect themselves on our streets, and I'm going to continue to do that. These officers did the right thing.